Hey everybody, good afternoon. This is the same day, different hour. I'm working on this farm book. I haven't really stopped. Well, that's not true. We called in breakfast at one of the oldest restaurants in town, Elmer's, which is just like 5 minutes away from us now. And I called in a big, luscious Denver omelet and a buttermilk pancake, and Doug wanted biscuits and gravy. And to celebrate birthday month, make it a little easy on me for the day, he went and picked up breakfast. What a guy. Okay. Let's light a candle. Today, this time today, I should say, I'm going to light this candle for peace. We just went through an election, local elections and stuff, regional elections, I guess you'd say too. And everything went okay, regardless of the outcome. There's just, debate, discussion, all the things that should happen. That's exactly how it should be. Oh. And it looks like Israel is backing off a bit so the Palestinians can find a safe place to be. That's great. So let's send out some peaceful vibes. Hugs around all those people who are suffering. Okay. I want you to be able to enjoy this candle. I'm going to leave it out for as long as I can. I'll leave it forward as long as I can. I dug out my happy birthday. Can you see that? I don't think you can. Let's see. Happy birthday mug. Doug got it for me last year. Jimmy and Susan have that, what's it called? Glowforge or whatever. And they wrote on it for me. Okay, I wanted to do this last time and I forgot. I've been working on this journal like crazy since I saw you last. Or since I talked to you last, I should say. It's like you're in the room. It's a really weird thing how fast you adapt to that. Sorry, gotta wipe my nose. I'm sorry. Be grateful that I don't have a camera on my face. I'm pretty rough looking right now, just tell you that. I can't remember now. I should have went and looked, did a little research. I'm going to do this by memory, so I'll probably foul it all up, but it'll be great. Anyway, Shannon has been doing these zigzag little tuck fold things. And I have this book. It's called Back to Basics. It actually was a classic. My mother had the series along with the Firefox series. It's all about preservation. My mother was really into preservation, and she did some natural dyeing and stuff. And the thing that Shannon's been doing has been kind of like that. Yeah, well, that wasn't hard. Okay. Alrighty, fine then. So I wanted to make some of these I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it off of that. Well, okay, so what I'll do then is scratch that, put a hold on that, glue this. I don't know if this is how Shannon over at Mixed Media Minnesota, I don't remember where she got her idea And I don't remember really how she did it. And I could have went and looked, but it doesn't matter really. I mean, I think I'll probably come fairly close, and whatever I miss, I'll catch up on one of her old videos. She's been doing some cool Christmas stuff. Angela's been doing some great Christmas pockets. Really fun. Everybody's doing Christmas, and I want to do Christmas, and I just decided to sew this. Oh, crap. Hang on, guys. Oh, I turned the sewing machine off. My sewing machine keeps unthreading. Why? All of a sudden, it'll just stop. Robin, what is that? Is it tension? I haven't touched anything. You can tell by the sound of my machine, it really needs to be cleaned. I blow on it and take things apart and wipe it, but I think these alcohol wipes probably are even bad for it. I think it needs to be oiled. Okay, that is fine. And it made it all the way through. I tried to sew some tags a few minutes ago, and it was a no-go. So if I do it this way, I'm going to be, let's see, if I do it this way, first of all, let's look at the tallness, height. Let's look at where we're going to put it. Let's look at this book. I've added some stuff and done some stuff. Okay, that page is done. That's okay. Let's get all the glue bits off. Okay, here's a run of some stuff that might need embellishing. Let's turn it into a country journal. Oh, there's several pages there we could do something with. Let's do that. Let's do this page right here. Where's my little thing? Okay, so if we I'm thinking maybe I can do it 3 times. We'll see. No. No, no, no. No, not gonna work. Okay, so it'll have to go like this, but it will be too long. So we will take it like that and like this, which is not anything at all like what Shannon made. But thanks for the idea, Shannon. The mover guy called. Well, I actually called him this morning because I wanted to know if he was well, because he had a stomach bug. When he called me yesterday and said, I'm not sure what's going on. I had pizza last night for dinner. Something's not agreeing with me. There's no way I can come. I'm sure I could come tomorrow. I said, you know, if you had what we had, you're going to be 2 days. Oh, no, I've never been sick like that. I'm sure this is just gonna, I said, well, okay, you go with that, dude. But well, I called this morning. I called him and said, how are you doing? How you feeling? I think I'm gonna be okay. I said, well, I don't think you're gonna be okay. I think so. My partner's coming over pretty soon, and we'll be there by 9. I said, okay. And he called about 20 minutes later. And he said, I told my husband, I didn't answer the phone. I was busy doing something. And he told Doug, I'm so sorry, but I had a little bite to eat and it's not good. Doug said, yeah, I think you're rushing it. Don't worry about us. Just get better. Go relax. So in theory, you have a tuck, or a pocket, a tuck, a corner tuck, a pocket, a side pocket, and a pocket. If I can get it all glued down accordingly. So let's see if I can do that. So anyway, he's not coming. He's going to try to come tomorrow. Bless his heart. He wants to give us a discount. And Doug said, no. If you're working, you're working. You're worth the same amount to us, whether your stomach hurts or not. So, no, you're not going to give us... I did say yesterday when I called him, let's see, he had said that he was really worried because he had so many people he was having to reschedule. So this morning when I talked to him, I said, I know you have a 2-hour minimum, we're happy to pay that. And I think I could have kept you busy yesterday 2 hours, but I got impatient, so I moved some stuff. And we could do less than 2 hours if you want to tighten up your schedule today. You just decide if that's what you want to do. If you want to cut your 2-hour minimum in half, we'll just use you for an hour and then you can move on about your day. If you want to do that. And if you're not tight for a schedule, then let's stick with the original plan and we'll find stuff for you to do and move, and no problem. He said, okay. Well, when he called back, he said, I'm just going to charge you guys $50. Doug said, no, you're not. That's not going to happen. I mean, we've lived a union life our whole working careers, and if you work, you deserve to be paid. You know what you have agreed to. So and he can lift 50 pounds with a sore stomach just like he could before, so he's worth as much to me. I don't know if I've glued this down so that like the original plan or not, but we'll see. I'm sure he's a young family guy trying to, get his business, keep his business up, and I know exactly what that's like. Come on, you can stick. Okay, while that sits, let's get some ephemera. That's going to be too big, so will that. Oh, I wanted to use these. Those look farmish, don't they? Gosh, I wonder how old these are. I bet this is a concentration game, I'll bet. Remember that game? Just talked to Miss Tracy on the phone. Hi, Tracy. We're talking about buying stuff and when do you know enough is enough and stuff, and she and I are both of the same opinion. When it starts being, when your stuff and spending the money and buying the stuff and storing the stuff and moving the stuff and cleaning the stuff, and it all becomes a source of guilt, that's probably a good clue that you can slow down your buying. I don't think, maybe. No. I think it's too wet. You're gonna have to slow my roll. And it's gonna have to have some smaller ephemera. So let's look at smaller ephemera. I admire all you people who have this neat, tidy little tray next to you. Shannon, you do a great job of it. And you have all your stuff sorted. And you don't have this. I try. I start out that way. Okay, these are perfect size. Aww. Cute, cute. Could probably make something out of those. Maybe a little booklet or something. That's the right size. This could go on that page. That would be cute. It's too big. I cut those out thinking that they would be great, but oh, that might be fun. Okay. Yeah, I've tried a plate and I've tried a bucket, and I've got a bucket right there right now, a little basket, and it's just full. And now I have the stuff from the original kit, what and the fussy cutting and all of that, and then I have the bits that I've cut off of stuff that I think might be useful, and nothing is separated, and little bits of fabric, and now it's just a great big pile of who knows what. All right, let's see what we have now. Let's see. So this does work as a tuck. That does work as a pocket. Now that pocket's going to go all the way, in theory, all the way down. So we'll have to have a way to stop it. That's a good tuck. That is a good pocket. This goes all the way down. This one, did I glue it by mistake? What did I do? It looks like I glued it, but not all the way, but it needs to be glued all the way. So this will fit in here, and he's freaking adorable. But let's put a little tab on the top. Like a little one of these maybe. I was watching Cara Renee. Hi, Cara. Yesterday, day before, she was doing a journal, and she was talking about how she edits out all of her videos. She gets prepared for the video, and then she edits her videos so that we don't have to watch. If she has to get up and get something, or she has to sew, or, those kinds of things. We're not sitting around, her audience isn't sitting around just, twiddling their thumbs, because she hates that. I'm like, oh, girl, you've just described my channel. And I get it. I get it. When you're pressed for time and you want you're thinking that you're watching a tutorial about, making a pocket or something, and they're not prepared, and they don't have all their stuff, and they're wandering around, and you're sitting there watching your clock because you got to get dinner for the kids, or, you know, whatever life is happening at your house. It can be frustrating, but yeah, I'm not, my channel is not about killing snakes. It's not about, you know, working your butt off and producing. My channel, I really want it to be a place to just relax. I'm probably not going to show you anything you haven't seen before. Definitely, I'm not going to show you anything you can't do, or maybe haven't done already, you know. I am a teacher of many things, but this art form is not one of them. I wouldn't consider myself an expert at all. I'm still a student. And I love watching the channels that are really relaxed, like you're sitting in a room crafting with your friends. I love chit chat, which reminds me, Angela, let's put something on here. I loved your conversation about, oh, there's a bumblebee right there, about the woods and all the controversy. What I meant by my comment was, isn't that the stuff that is causing people, all the fact that they've changed where you can log and made such restrictions and stuff in Oregon? And isn't that, and I don't know, I'm really asking because I haven't really been clear on what the deal is with that, but isn't that why they were saying that they want that bottom corner of Idaho to be cut into Oregon so that it will change their ability to log and not be restricted with water, and they can build a big dam because Idaho doesn't have the same ecological goals, environmental goals? Isn't that what it was? I really haven't paid attention to it much. I think this is a rub-on. Let's just see if it is. Oops. I put one down a few minutes ago. Oh, that's so cute. And I didn't rub it on. And afterwards I thought, wait a minute, you just glued that down and it's a freaking rub-on, you dodo bird. Oh, cute. Well, that turned out cute. Let's see. I'm really missing my, and I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know where it's at, but I'm missing all my ribbon and twine and, let's see, green, pink, purple. Let's do green. That'll be fine. I do think I got this from Janice over at Jelly Bean Junction. She has a cute channel. She helps Donna over at Donna Dreams ×3. They do such a great sale. Organized and low-key, but efficient. They don't dawdle around, so you have a chance to buy a lot of stuff in a short amount of time, see lots of cool things, and, you know, if you don't get one thing you want, you're likely to be able to get something else. I wonder if I can, not sure about that, because, you know what, I'm not going to glue it. I'm going to, if I glue it, it's just going to show a big glob of glue. And I don't want to put metal rivets. So I'm just going to run my sewing machine over it. Because why not? Anyway, I love Kara's channel so far. I'm really campaigning to win the oh, cute. Her Rusty Journal. I really like the Rusty Journal. Grungy. I wonder if I could put this right there. Stay focused, kids. Stay focused. Okay, I could put that on a card of some kind. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. What about... Nope. Nope. These are my cheat sheets from the 1000 Subby Party. Okay, that's cute. I could make a card out of that. It won't fit in there. We'd have to trim it down. No, we'd have to... Oh, that wouldn't work. Oh, no, that might work. Look at that. Just realized this is folded in half, I think. Yep. Well, that's good news, because let's make it smaller and we'll put paper inside. I have tried to edit as far as speed things up and put 2 videos together and that kind of thing. And I can't figure out how people do it with their phone. Kara, I left you a comment. I'm wondering what I think you mentioned that you use a GoPro. If you do, which GoPro do you use? Is that what you edit on? Does it have an SD card and everything? Girl, spill the tea. I'm using my old 2000, or I don't know what year it was actually, but it's 2007 iPhone. And that's what I basically film on. I have a beautiful camera that my daughter bought me, and it is a Canon MD50, I think. She got it just for creating content. It's called the Content Creator. And I love it, and I have spent some time figuring out how to use it. And it has a remote, and you can take the SD card out, so it would make it nice for editing. And I was just starting to figure out how to really use it when I realized that it actually will only film 30 minutes, and then it's actually not 30 minutes, it's like 20 and something's wrong with the camera. Hold on. I have to watch that. It's sliding, I've noticed. Anyway, it shuts off, and I can't do anything in 30 minutes, so I don't know how that's ever going to work for me. But I'd sure like to make it work, because I went and bought a direct drive battery for it, so you can plug it in so that it's just always charging and it thinks it has a battery in it all the time. Yeah. And I think I like it like, no, that looks upside down, shoot. So, I'm looking at other options. Angela, I like yours. I looked up your camera when you posted it for me, and thank you for doing that. But it's too rich for my blood. I have 1, 2, 3 camcorders, I think. Of course, they're older, you know. They're like from the 90s or something. Year 2000, when we were filming Christmas mornings and camping and graduations and Christmas programs at school and making raviolis together as a family. And I think that's what Doug and I are going to do this year. I think we're going to have Friendsgiving, and we're going to make raviolis. He doesn't know the half of that. He only knows that I said, hey babe, maybe we should make ravies this year again. Maybe. It's a big thing in his family, big Italian family. They make raviolis. We have Grandma's recipe in her handwriting, and we make raviolis, and that's not gonna fit. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Let's see. Oh, oh. Voila. Okay. This will fit if it's shorter, and I can make it shorter. And I want to do Friendsgiving because we're not going to be around family this year, really. So that's perfect. That is cute. That's adorable. I love that that sewing shows. And do we want a horse? A horse is a horse is a horse, of course. Looks like a quarter horse. Let's see. This will fit here, right? Oh, just barely. Oh no, it'll fit. Okay, so, oh, what about this? Isn't that funny? We've been talking about energy all morning. I'm gonna have to move that. That was the other thing too. I do not want this guy coming over with bad mojo. I haven't smudged in here yet. I'm gonna take just a smidge off. And I don't want people in here that bring pain and all that. And nothing's an emergency, so he can just keep his little butt home and get well. Just get well. You always get sick at the worst time, right? Or it feels like the worst time, I should say. You think it is. And somehow, everything just goes along fine without you. But you normally don't tell yourself that. You think, oh, I've got this to make up for, and the truth is, none of us are really that important. Everything's gonna be just fine. I miss my Peggy. Peggy was our office manager at the office, and she was really an angel. I think my mother sent her to me. I really do. She was a soft-spoken woman. never rattled. The only time I ever saw her upset about anything was when I had a couple of employees that were being mean to me. And they were being very mean to me. And they had me pretty upset for quite a while. And she was livid. But her livid was just silence and biting her lip. But she took good care of me. I'll tell you what, when there was something going on, I'll never forget when first times I knew what she was all about. She'd been with me, I don't know, a month or two or so. I knew she was just solid, just a solid person. And I was in session with a patient that I had counseled for about 10 years. And he was a severely autistic grown man, but was very immature. And I hear this tick, tick, tick on my door, and I'm in the middle of a therapy session. And she would never knock on my door. And so I knew it was important. And so I excused myself and I stood up and cracked the door open, and there she was with a smile. And she said, the fire marshal would like for us to just step outside for a moment. And she widened her eyes. Okay. What the hell's the fire department doing here? And holy crap. But I didn't say any of that. I said, oh, okay. And so I said to my patient, Billy, let's just step outside for a minute. Peggy's asking us to step outside. And I'm looking at her like, what the heck is going on? And she's just smiling, and we go outside, and there had been a leak in the furnace, and the house was full of gas. And when we got outside, he made us go out to the sidewalk, the fire marshal guy. And he said, you cannot go in that building. I said, why don't you let me go I've got to go get he said, no, ma'am, your building is being evacuated because the levels of gas in the air are very dangerous. And oh, okay. But Peggy's just solid as a rock. The fire marshal's asking us to step outside for just a minute. Okay, Peggy. She's the kind of woman that when she speaks, people listen. She really doesn't talk unless she has something to say. I don't know why, but I'm thinking black and white check. No, Carol. No. Don't do that. Do something else. Why does it have to even have a ribbon? Answer me that. So I'm looking. I don't really see anything special. I'm not going to put anything on it right now. Oh, that's cute. Okay, well, that's why, apparently. All right. I really want to use these because they look so farmy. But it's just too big. It's a not happener. But what about this horse? What if I put him on something cool? Celebrate him a little bit. Like right there. We had Morgan horses on our farm. We started off with 1 quarter horse, and we ended up with 5? Not very many. Rocky, Jessie, Rose, Tia, 4. We started off with 3, and then we had a baby. And they were Morgan horses. We adopted a senior Morgan horse that had competed and done all this fancy stuff, and her owner wanted to find her a good home because she didn't have pasture and stuff, so we kind of adopted her. She was a great horse. Really fun for the kids. She liked to jump over the ditch, jump over a bale of hay, jump. Kind of had to hold your seat. My horse was, let me turn that off. My horse was Jessie, and she was only about 14 hands. And she was a snotty, crabby little biatch. And she was my favorite. She was bossy and irreverent and sassy. She would smack you in the face with her tail. She was gorgeous to begin with, and she knew it. She kind of reminded me of Jaja that we have now. She'd been highly trained as a carriage horse and what they call a park horse. So she had a really high stepping gait. This is from a Roxy's weekly creation. Let's not use it on that. Let's use it on a simple page that needs a little something. Yeah, Jessie she was the one that we bred to have our colt, who was Rocky. Okay, so it's got to go this way. And Jessie was all black with really long, thick, full tail and mane. And she had a boy, a stud colt that was exactly like her, only his demeanor was completely different. He was a little puppy dog. We trained him, we started working with him very early on, just like right away, first day. And boy, he was a beautiful horse. Oh, he's actually the picture on my business card. Do I have one? I don't know. I'll have to show you sometime. But anyway, he was gorgeous. And I was so proud of the fact that he was gorgeous. Like I had anything to do with it, you know. But he and her both were just drop dead gorgeous. People would just always ooh and ah over them. And when we sold the farm and we decided to sell the horses, they were still young enough to be of a lot of fun to another family. And we found a young family that had a couple of teenagers that we knew that was just a perfect fit. They lived up in the mountains, and they wanted trail horses, hunting horses, riding horses, 4-H, and that was just right up these guys' alley. So where's my other pin I had here? So that worked out great. Maybe I'll do some decorating on this before we put it down. Let's put something on it. So that is a pocket. So if we had something that went this way, that would be great. Where's my... Kara, this kind of stuff's probably driving you nuts, huh? Oh, I hate the idea of dumping this whole thing out. Oh. Okay, we need horizontal and skinny. Oh, it fits perfect. Oh, yay. Doug came up to my door a few minutes ago. He must need something. I didn't look at the clock to see how long I've been here. Darn it. And it's right there on the camera, but I can't see it. Oh, I've been dying to put one of these on something. This is Veterans Day. Well, I guess it's just the day we're observing Veterans Day, according to my calendar, which I didn't understand. But Veterans Day is tomorrow, but we're observing it today. Whatever, doesn't matter to me when we observe it, as long as we do. So, shout out to all the vets out there and their families who went without their family member so that they could serve. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is beautiful. And then you do have a pocket if you want to sew that together. And do I want to do that? Not sew it, but glue it. Could be a tablet. What to do? Let's look at where it's going. So I've already lost my place there. Okay, that's too bulky. We're not going to do that. Let's look back here. That would be cute. Yeah, that would be cute. But if I do it over the page, it's got to go the other way. It's got to go on the page the other way. I had a place. Where is it? Was it this one? Should have used my green thing. Okay, I think it was like right here. Nope. Right here. Nope. Darn it. This one. That's just cute. Okay, let's put this on here, but let's put something on it. I wish I had a little stripe of denim. That would be really cute, but I've got this little pink one. Let's just use it. Yeah, this book's reminded me of the farm. Great memories. Today is Friday for us when I'm doing this video. My husband's so sweet. I went downstairs when I thought he was up this morning, I'd been up here, of course, for a couple hours, 3 hours. Went downstairs and he was having coffee and watching the news and whatnot. And so we talked about what our plans were for the day, and gee, mini Christmas. It's just a knot. Try it one more time and then just call it a day. I said, well, how about if I get you some breakfast? Are you hungry? It's like 7 o'clock, 7 something. And he just looked at me like, are you kidding? He said, no, go in your room. Go play in your room. Go enjoy it. Don't worry about me. And I said, yeah, I just love you. He's so sweet. Even though he knows I love to cook. I'll cook for him anytime. But then when I came down at 10 or 9:30 or whatever it was, I said, let's order out. Okay. Might put a bullpen on that with a little something on it. I don't know how long I've been at this, but I've been at it a while. Oh, she's getting a little fluffy. Cute. Ooh, there's a piece of twine. What's that? Oh, yeah, okay. It's not scrap, but I went and got my hand spun yarns, thinking I can use them until I can find my twines. It'd be good in here anyway. Hand spun yarn and a farm journal. Cute. It'll be done pretty quick, and then we'll do a flip through. Okay, guys. I think that's all the videos I'm going to post for today. Might do another video and post it for Saturday Morning Makes, hosted by Jill Norwood. Let's all take care of each other. Love you guys. Bye-bye.